Welcome back, guys, on my YouTube channel. It's been a while since I came back from Dakar. Didn't get much time, but I really wanted to share with you some footage and a video that I made during this first experience racing in the SSV category as co-driver. This was my 5th Dakar, but my first one on 4 wheels and my first one in Saudi Arabia. It's been pretty tough. It's been an amazing experience, and I got the chance to share it with a close friend, which is Ahmed Al-Kuwari, who you will see next to me in the car. But now, with no further ado, let's start watching our Dakar adventure. Finally managed to reach Saudi, and now our limousine is waiting for us.
Yeah, sometimes, man, you imagine things.
Haven't been speaking to you much over the last day. Did all the administrative checks, scrutineering, just boring stuff. Now we're getting ready to do the shakedown. Tomorrow we have the prologue, and I'm really curious to try the car. But yeah, now I'll take you with me and Ahmed to the shakedown, and we'll see, and also we'll hear from Ahmed what his feelings are with the new car. We're almost ready to head out for the shakedown. It will be interesting to see, because this is my first time with a tablet navigating and on this car. We'll see also Ahmed what he thinks about the new car. We are excited to start. We're at the start of the first real stage. Now you see me in penguin version with my balaclava on. Here I've decided to set up on here the roadbook. On the left I'll watch this and Trip Master. Here on the right I'll have all the waypoints, so they turn to black once they're marked, and the track back. So here I can see exactly where we're coming from. Just in case we get lost, it will be easier to get back on track. Feel butterflies in my stomach, so good to be back. And yeah, now I need to really focus. But first I'll eat a Nutella bar. You happy on our stage?
First time I finished the first stage.
Yeah, but he tried to almost kill me. Now we head back to the bivouac. It's almost night, and time to get some rest. After a very long first stage, as you saw, I was falling asleep in the liaison. We headed the day after for stage 2. Stage 2 this year was very critical stage. So many people DNF because it was super rocky. Kilometers and kilometers of rocks. And everyone had a big issue with the tires, getting flat tires. Some of our teammates had 3 flat tires after only 70 kilometers. We managed to get over half of the stage, but unfortunately then we ran out of spare tires. We had a flat tire. We had to wait for someone to give us a compressor to compress air inside the tire and understand where the hole was in order to fix it. We lost quite a bit of time because it was already night, and this made everything super complicated. The navigation, fixing the car, it just looks like an apocalypse situation. Had but luck today. We got 2 punctures, so we fucked our 2 tires, fucked also the 3rd one, and now we try to do a repair, and now we'll see if it will work. And we don't have much. We have still like 80 kilometers left.
Okay.
Luckily, we managed to get help from Camilla Liparotti and Xavi Blanco. We fixed the tire, went on and managed to finish the stage, even though it was night. And the last section was pretty tricky, a lot of dunes. We got out. But if we thought it was just bad luck and that day 2 was tough, wait for the next ones, because then we got so much rain and everything was super tricky, especially going across rivers. Some cars got stuck. We managed to do a good job. Me and Ahmed really had a good connection navigating and him driving. We managed to get through and catch up some positions because clearly we lost a lot of time on day 2. You would expect that Dakar in Saudi Arabia in the desert would be warm, or at least, you know, not cold. Instead, first week was freezing cold. We always had to have jackets on, and luckily we had the windshield on our SSV, so we had a bit of protection. But nevertheless, it was a mix of good weather, bad weather, but the really cool thing and why probably the bikers had a lot of fun was that the sand was very wet. So dunes were solid and you could really push. Same with the SSV, but our goal was to finish. So we kept that in mind throughout the whole race. I already forgot what day it is, what stage it is, but we are here. Yesterday we had quite a good run, even if there was rain and part of the stage got cancelled. Today should be mostly sand. Ahmed is really good at driving in the sand, and it's also fun, so I look forward to start. Let's see what today brings. Show us your new look, Ahmed.
The survival look. The man in the desert.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you
are. Unfortunately, we are here in stage 5. All was going good, but we broke the exhaust going into the turbo. This means we'll have to wait for the T5 truck because there's no way to fix it. At Dakar, you need to be ready for anything because anything can happen, and all those things that never happened to anyone and you never heard anyone speak about, that's what will happen to you or to your vehicle. To us, something pretty strange happened where the exhaust pipe goes out of the engine to the turbo. It cracked, and the turbo being held on from the exhaust, it was moving, so we lost completely power. We had to find a solution to fix it. Immediately we thought about putting like metallic ties on it to unify it so that there would be just a minimum gap and we could still race and get to the finish of the stage. We opted for this solution momentarily because we didn't know where the service truck was. If you don't know, certain teams like the X-Raid team for which we were racing has some trucks that are actually racing the rally, so they are competitors, but in reality in the back of the truck they have plenty of spares, practically everything to change on your SSV. This is legal, is nothing strange. It's like when you hear that motorbike riders have a water carrier, it means it's a rider that's competing just to be ready to help. We didn't know where they were, so we had to make a choice because there was a maximum time to stay in the race. And I told Ahmed, there's no way we are DNF at Dakar. So we fixed the car, tried to understand where the truck was, and we put ourselves a deadline. So 7:30 p.m. will be the deadline from which we would leave and go back into the stage, into the dunes with the momentarily fix. If instead the truck arrived before, we would wait, have the brand new part, change it, and then race to the finish to get inside the maximum time. We made it. Just almost hit our maximum time. Now we're at the finish of the stage. Now refuel last lesson, I don't know, be like 150 kilometers or something. It's I think 11 p.m. so we'll get at 1 or 2, but we are happy. Also Ahmed is happy because we thought we had, you know, lost the Dakar, and well, here we continue. You think we would have finished the stage, but we now have neutralization and then heading back into the dunes. So even today we'll finish in the dark. I wonder if we'll manage to finish one day in the day. Then we have 300 something kilometers, and yeah, a bit cold, and tomorrow marathon stage. We deserve this important lunch. I personally love always marathon stage. There was a change in the stages due to the heavy rain. We were all sleeping in the food tent where we had dinner. I don't know, I really like these stages. I relax, sleep on the floor. And at least in there we were warm, waiting for the next stages before getting to the rest day. We finally made it to rest day. Looking at our faces, you've seen that we really needed the rest day. And for this day, we went and booked a hotel, nice hot shower, and some relax, because we were in an official team. So no need for us to work on the car on the rest day, and we could fully recharge our batteries. We started a bit late, but it could be good. All I hope is just one thing, that the temperature gets higher. Just finished the special in broad daylight. This is so satisfying, because most specials we finished at night or almost at night. Now we have a 200-kilometer liaison, which means I don't know if we'll make it in until the sun goes down, but we'll be early today. Now you will see also Pierpaolo Vivaldi, my millionaire friend, that is there with me at Dakar with me and Ahmed. It was a last-minute arrangement, because after him being in the factory Yamaha team that I managed that Africa race, I decided with Ahmed that it would be good to have him drive our caravan from stage to stage, and even have just, you know, some friend. This makes such a big difference in Dakar, to have someone to speak with that, you know, makes you have a good time and makes you forget maybe a bad stage and so on, and someone you can just ask, you know, to help you with anything. So I was really happy to have Pierpaolo with me throughout the whole Dakar Rally. The other good thing about Pierpaolo is that he eats almost like me. At Dakar you had some food trucks where you could buy pizza and burgers, and we were there every day, and I felt less guilty not being alone. Beautiful sunrise, but it's freaking cold. I need some hot weather. As you can hear my voice, like my nose is all clogged up. Yeah, I lost a bit of voice. Let's see, today we head to the dunes. I really need it to get warm, because we have these liaisons where even though we have the windshield on the side, the car is not closed, so I'm wearing 2 jackets at the moment, like this pretty heavy jacket. Hopefully I'll be warm today. sand is so soft. Before we had a car here and it almost got stuck, and you know, we're just about to start the special stage. I'll show you my feet how they dig into the sand. I'm gonna try to convince Ahmed to take the easiest line and maybe even go around some dune sections, but we'll see. Now that we're into the second week, luckily it got slightly warmer, all dunes, shorter stages. The only issue for us is we had problems with the gearbox temperature, and in the dunes this doesn't help, even the temperature is going slightly higher. This meant that in several stages we had to stop for like 10-15 minutes and just wait. As I mentioned earlier, we had a goal, and this is fundamental if you think about racing Dakar. Sometimes you're tempted, you know, to push. You see the results and you want to, you know, catch up the guy in front. But remember, the first step in Dakar, if you're racing in any category for the first time, and this was my first time in the SSV, the goal was to finish.
First time here, I want to be safe. You know?
It's good. Look, we are here to finish. Keeping that in mind, I didn't care if we lost position, and sometimes I argued with Ahmed because he's a super fast driver. He is capable to be easily in the top, but I told him we need to finish. And even if he sometimes wanted to kill me, I told him stop when I would see the gearbox temperature too high, and we would just rest and chat and I'd go for a piss. Go right, go right.
You think we're gonna go in front?
In front you won't manage. You have to go back. No, stop. Go back.
Try to push?
Yeah. Today, unfortunately, we're all having problems with the gearbox temperature. Now we stopped here for Camilla because she ran out of oil, and we need to put oil inside. So we are trying to find a solution. Been a tough day because also we got stuck, and yeah, now we're stopping also other cars to ask for oil. We got stuck. So long day. Second marathon stage was amazing because we were sleeping, the temperature was higher, and we all slept under these tents out in the desert. I just loved it. Also, one thing to remember is that in Dakar, the vehicle you're racing is more important than you. It means, especially if you're a biker, it's more important that your bike is every day in order rather than you being tired. Because if you're tired, you'll go slower, but if you're having mechanical issues, you'll be out. With this in mind, as we were approaching the last stages, we were every day more tense and every day more careful about the car. We now stopped to get the gearbox temperature down. We were doing a really great stage. Fortunately, we are having to do this several times, and we lost the
exhaust cap, so we are doing this sort of spaceship modification to try and get less heat, because yesterday someone melted the airbox. We just finished the penultimate stage. Was a long stage, well, short stage, but took a while. Really happy. Now we have only one to go. Now we have 500 kilometers of liaison. But yeah, satisfied, and we just need to be focused still for one stage and hopefully see the finish line of Dakar 2023.
I skipped, some days in this video. I didn't manage to film every day or every situation because clearly it was my first time in SSV. I really wanted me and Ahmed to finish, so my main focus was clearly on the race, but I hope you enjoyed it. Now we got almost to the finish. We have only one stage to go. Explaining in words the emotion and the adrenaline of getting towards the finish is something difficult that can't be described in words, but I really felt a big relief because it was very long Dakar, very tough Dakar, pretty tiring, not like on the bike for me, but for Ahmed it was tough also physically, because with the SSV, with your arms, you keep, contrasting the car that wants to go everywhere. For me, it was relatively easy. I was sat next to him navigating and sometimes eating some snacks and falling asleep in the liaison. Nevertheless, a Dakar is always a Dakar, and that's the toughest and hardest off-road motorsport event in the world.
We are here. Last bivouac, last start. This morning we have 160 kilometers liaison, then we have 138 kilometer special stage, then another 100 liaison. Bit tense because anything can happen, so me and Ahmed will be focused on just getting to the finish of the stage, not worrying about the result. It's been a great adventure, a nice experience to live it in the SSV. We had some issues, we had some good moments like always, and this is Dakar. Happy to finally be back because my last Dakar was in 2017, so been a while. Now I'm gonna miss the bivouac and waking up without any thoughts other than fighting the desert and getting to the finish of the stage. We're here on the beach, just like a classical old-time Dakar for the beach stage. Ahmed is thinking about his strategy for today, which is to put like a block on the throttle and just keep it all the way down.
We need to get to the finish, and that's that. It's been a long 14 days. We have everything: sandstorms, rain. We were freezing at days, wet at days, muddy at days. Even things like last night, the whole bivouac was flooded and muddy, and now it's the last stage. Let's hope we can.
But you always found burgers.
I have my burgers compass with me.
Oh, so yeah, now it's last 138 kilometers. I just need to be focused, have fun, and go steady. Made it. We are finally here, the finish of Dakar 2023, and yeah, now a big weight off our shoulders. Today we enjoyed the stage. We just went full throttle because we just wanted to have fun, and we made it today top 10. We finished, I think, 17th overall in the T3 category, got a top 10 finish, and we are really happy. Now, Ahmed, how do you feel that you're a Dakar finisher?
I'm done. I can retire.
Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you expected us to go out and party after finishing Dakar, wasn't the case. We were way too tired, so Pierpaolo actually left the same night, went on the airplane, and it took him 2 days to get back to Italy. Whereas for me, I left the day after and went to Dubai. Ahmed went back to Qatar. I really want to thank Ahmed Al-Kuwari for this great opportunity. We've been racing together now for a bit, and also I want to thank the whole team Yamaha X-Raid for all the support they gave us, all the mechanics, everyone in the team, the engineers. They really worked up closely with us. In the team we also had Luke Wilkins, that was the press officer of Yamaha. He was the same press officer that was in my team when we run the Yamaha Tenere official team at Africa Race and at Tunisia Desert Challenge. Since I got a lot of questions on what were my plans for this year, if I would continue being the team manager of the official Yamaha team and what would be my activities, the answer is no. I will not continue running the Yamaha official team, but I will continue to work with Yamaha R&D and still collaborate with Yamaha. Simply, we developed the bike with me as project manager. Then the next step was taking the bike to race, bring it to success. We managed to have an amazing success in Tunisia Desert Challenge, winning the overall and Africa race, getting Paul Taris to win the twin cylinder category and to get top 5 overall. But now our project on the racing side has finished, and now the ex-Dakar team will continue forward with the team, whereas my team and all the people that you saw in Africa Race and Tunisia Desert Challenge will embark on new projects where my plan is to get back racing. Unfortunately, this season I was supposed to be back on a bike, back racing, and with Dakar 2024 in mind in the motorbike category. I got a serious injury to my leg. I will get surgery in these days, and it will take about 6 months minimum before I can get back riding again. So season is a bit but James West, that was Paul Taris' mechanic, is now working with me and helping me with the bike builds, and was supposed to be my personal mechanic in my comeback to racing. Then we have Giacomo, the official Yamaha video maker for Africa Race, that is here with me filming this video, and we'll do more videos clearly in the workshops since I won't be able to ride. Then we have Pierpaolo. He will race, and he's racing Morocco Desert Challenge, so be sure to follow Officine Vivaldi on Instagram. Then we have Alberto Castagnedi. Alberto, he is also here helping us and working with us. Then we have Galia. She is taking care of suppliers and a bunch of stuff. I'm really happy, that the team is united and will continue to move forward. Thanks guys for watching. Leave in the comments any opinion, any question. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed it. I could have done a better job maybe at filming every day, but as I mentioned, I had to focus on finishing Dakar. We did it. I really appreciate all your help, all your support. Every comment, every like you give really helps me continue following my dreams with all my friends. So thank you guys, and I'll catch with you in the next one. Ciao.